Gotta rank 'em all, Pokémon.
Welcome to Spelunkers, a place for exploring video games and nerd culture. I am Ryan, and this is Gotta Rank 'em All, the Pokemon ranking show, where Chris,
hi,
myself, get a guest every episode and randomize a list of 20 Pokemon and put them in the most officially arbitrary list of all time. Our guest for this episode is a good friend of mine, JT.
Hello.
JT, would you like to tell the people your history with Pokemon so they understand your quote-unquote street cred?
I'm a Gen 1er through and through. I picked up that game on Christmas when I turned 7 years old, and haven't looked back ever since.
It's wonderful.
have you played the other games, or is it just like Gen 1, that's all I need?
So I played Red, Blue, Yellow, Crystal, Gold, and Silver, and then I kind of dropped off just because I was a kid, and you know, all the other kids stopped playing it, so I was like, I can't play it because of that. And then just recently, because of the announcement, I have started to get back into the games, and I'm actually trying to do complete living decks.
Sweet, that is hard. That is a lot of work.
Yes, I expect it to be.
So how much of the that complete decks do you know?
Gen 1 and 2.
All right. You're going to meet some Pokemon that you'll meet much later down the road tonight.
Yeah, there's looks to look at, and there's a lot of Pokedex entries that I'm sure are going to be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, folks, this is science. Arbitrary science.
Arbitrary, the best kind of science, really. And for our first scientific inquiry this evening, we'll be ranking Rockruff. Adorable little rock puppy from Gen 7.
I love him.
He's adorable.
He's just a
He's
cute
the
little
best
rock puppy.
doggo.
And, I mean, we're ranking him not his evolutions, but his evolutions are really good. It is really hard to find a rock type with good speed, and we have one in Lycanroc. And having the dual forms is also pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's adorable. I don't know about best dog. Those are strong words, but he's a really, really good dog. There's a lot of good dogs in Pokemon. Manectric. God, what's the new dog? Boltuned. I love him.
Oh yeah, the Corgi.
I think he's the best dog. Oh no. Oh, that one's great too. But
the Corgi wins.
But Boltun's like a Great Dane, I think.
Oh, I don't know that I saw that one ever. I will see it at some point. I might even go for like Houndoom.
Houndoom's good.
Oh shoot.
Classic.
Yeah. But Rockruff's still good boy. Very good boy.
Rockruff is great.
Oh, I forgot about Arcanine.
Arcanine.
Oh yeah. I like the Ultra Moon Pokedex entry here. When it rubs the rocks on its neck against you, that's proof of its love for you. However, the rocks are sharp, so the gesture is quite painful.
Oh. Ugh. Mm.
So better keep some Band-Aids around.
Just wear like a neck brace at all times.
A neck brace.
He's got the neck cone.
Oh yeah, that's what you need. That'll do it. All right.
All right. So putting him into our list here.
That's the question.
Now, JT, can you see the list? Did we get you the list?
Yes, I can. I have
Beautiful.
the list.
Okay, so I'm thinking, I'm just starting at a random spot here. I would put him below Floatzel, because I love Floatzel.
And above Pangoro?
I could go below Pangoro too. I mean, Pangoro's a big, like, karate chopping panda with a cool twig in his mouth, so...
Yeah. That's fair. I think Rockruff still beats out Croconaw, though.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
Perfect.
16 Rockruff.
Next up on the list, potentially something less cool, Seaking.
Oof.
Lame.
Yeah. I mean, pretty plain fish.
It's Gen 1. I know. People
It's
will be
the
mad,
definition of porn attack.
Yeah. God, like in Gen 1, there's several types that you really don't have a lot of choices with, but water is one that you have tons and tons of choices, and nobody picked Seaking.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think I knew about Seaking until halfway through the game. Kind of along with Cloyster, you know? They were mystery Pokemon because I never took the time to level up the water types because I was a Squirtle boy all the time, so I only needed him.
Yeah, true. But like, I think Cloyster's better than this design. I think Slowbro's better than this design.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm looking really low on this one. We got any interesting entries though? Pokedex entries?
So it's had so many, right, since it's been around since Gen 1. There's some interesting connections to be made. So Ultra Sun talks about its horn spinning wildly like a drill to steadily hollow out rocks, even hard ones. The coloration of the male is more vivid. But the drilling out rocks, along with Alpha Sapphire's Seaking, is very protective of its eggs. The male and female will take turns patrolling their nest around the eggs. The guarding of these eggs by these Pokemon goes on for over a month. So they like drill hollow spots into rocks, lay their eggs down, and then guard them for a month. That's good parenting.
Yeah, they're good. They're good parents. I'll give them that. But like, I would rank a good parent pretty low on this list compared to these other Pokemon. I'm just saying. Sorry, Mom. Don't watch
That's fair.
If we're gonna rank parent Pokemon, Kangaskhan wins 100%.
That's true.
Absolutely. Certainly Marowak's bottom of the board, though, right?
Ugh.
On that list, yeah, probably, maybe.
Too soon?
We made the joke anyway.
So the first thing that stands out to me on the list is Celio, which I think is a better Pokemon, and that's the lowest like kind of fish kind of thing we have.
Yeah, water type.
Do you disagree? You think it's higher?
I did, and then I looked down and I looked further down. I could even go down by like Tauros.
I like that. Below Carcool for sure. Tyler really fought for Carcool, and I kind of regret how low he is now.
Oh man, I'm gonna say it's worse. Oh, what's the argument for Ammonite?
There isn't one. We don't like him.
Yeah, I don't.
I'd say below Ammonite then.
I'm okay with that even.
Okay, yeah. I have no attachment to Seaking. Above Rattata, though. Let's be real.
Above Rat.
Yeah, come on.
We're not crazy here.
Second thought, no, maybe.
It's Rattata is no Raticate, so I'm fine with
That's
it.
true. Yeah.
So we're Seaking number 40. Not a good showing,
Just listen.
Seaking.
No, it could be worse. I mean, there's only 2 spots below right now.
For now, yeah.
Let's see if it gets any higher or lower. Well, we rank Croagunk. Croagunk?
I think it's just
boy.
Croagunk.
Croagunk?
I think it's just a
No
play on
emphasis on the
Croak, because he's a frog.
That's true. It's fair. Is he a frog or a toad?
Ooh.
That's a good question. Do the Pokedex entries clear that up? Is he the poison frog Pokemon? Does it say that there? I don't know.
No, it says toxic mouth Pokemon.
Oh, so he's a mouth. I got it.
Yeah. It doesn't clarify in any of these Pokedex entries either.
So he's just Chunk from the Goonies.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's good. I like this guy a lot. I've used his evolution on my team a couple times through the Hoenn region. But I'm more attached to his evolution. Although his evolution, to be fair, is super ugly. Whereas this thing's kind of cute, at least. Like he's got that little like finger on his hands. That's where the poison is. You know, like how some animals have slight discoloration where their poison is stored, and then obviously he's storing it in his cheeks there as well.
Yeah, just about every Pokedex entry talks about the poison sacs and jabbing foes with toxic fingers. Pokemon Shield I didn't see this one coming. Once diluted, its poison becomes medicinal. This Pokemon came into popularity after a pharmaceutical company chose it as a mascot.
It's so weird. Why? What
Did
happened?
they lick the toad, or
Oh.
How did they test that? Why did they test that? What did they test it on? That's the question.
All questions we're not going to get the answer to.
I want that's the interviews I want with the Pokemon creators. You know, they always give some goofy interviews, but I want people to ask them about these damn Pokedex entries because they're weird.
Yeah. Some of them are bizarre.
there's no way
honestly-
they look at them collectively. Like, they only look at individual. Like, they don't. They just put it in the description. It makes sense, and then it's out in the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to play the Pokemon game that's the open world Pokemon game based on just these entries. No, but someone who knows nothing about Pokemon, they just read these entries and they build a game.
An actual
Oh.
Pokemon scientist.
I'd play that.
That sounds hilarious and amazing. But, yeah, this guy is poison and fighting, we should say. Fighting types, always awesome. Love them.
I agree.
You're fine.
Wow. Wow.
What do you like better?
I just don't have anything super effective against normal.
Oh,
Because how hard is it to beat a normal type?
If it's like a Blissey man, you need that fighting move.
Yeah.
Or you can spend, 30 minutes, whatever your choice.
Anyway,
Where are you guys looking on the list? Let's see. Yeah, he's definitely below Rockruff, who we ranked earlier. Rockruff's a good boy. I'd say below Elekid, going even lower.
I was gonna look around Ghastly.
Okay, I mean, I'm a fan of Croagunk. I'm okay with around Ghastly. I'm just trying to give you guys a little, What are you feeling, JT?
Ooh.
Looking at like Ghastly, Togepi, Naganadel. I know you probably don't know what the hell that thing is. And Elekid, where are you feeling?
Look, I played that game and I don't know what a Naganadel is.
I'm quickly googling whatever blip bug is. It can go above that. I don't. How did blip bug? What is happening with
He's
this?
a
Why-
nerd. I like him. We like him here.
It's an
we like
adorable
nerds.
nerd. Yeah.
So above blip bug for sure. I mean, I'm fine with like below Ghastly or above Ghastly even. It's fine with me as well.
I think below Bulbasaur is the important thing there, for me. I could go above
I
or
would put
below
it-
Ghastly.
I would put it in between there.
Sweet. Number 21. Oops. Croagunk.
Perfect.
I can see
All right.
the blip bug now.
You see it.
Next up, isn't he adorable? He's a little nerd. He's a little nerd bug.
I get it.
And his evolutions are pretty cool, but just flip bug. Next up is Darumaka, a little chicken thing.
Yes. We got to read the Pokedex entries. We just skip right to it, man. We got to talk about these Pokedex entries.
So, repeated throughout multiple. This is in X, Omega Ruby, White. Darumaka's droppings are hot, so people used to put them in their clothes to keep themselves warm.
Understandable.
I
Poop
love
hot
it.
hands.
He makes poop, and people put it. They don't have freaking heat in the Pokemon world. They just have fire Pokemon. And one of those Pokemon, they put turds in their pockets. That's how they keep warm in the Pokemon world, and I love that.
Did you read White 2's entry? When it
When it-
sleeps,
Yeah.
it pulls its limbs into its body, and its internal fire goes down to 1100 degrees Fahrenheit.
So
Don't worry, guys.
really hot shit.
Gosh.
I think the design's all right. The eyebrows are pretty cool.
Yeah, the design's fine. Honestly, the Pokedex entry is what sells this guy for me. It's
Yeah.
just so silly.
So So do you think his poops are like little rabbit droppings, or what do you think they look like?
I
I
imagine
hope they're
just like
squares. Let's see. Is it
Like
one-
hot ants?
if they're squares, then they look like what are those like poke food or whatever from Hoenn? That would be bad for your Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Well, just make sure they're not the same color.
I imagine
What
like
color
the
do you
classic
think they are?
Brown, or maybe they're red. They're really hot. So I don't know.
And do you think they have to be solid every time?
Ooh.
Ooh.
You don't want that. Wait, if the poop's really hot, it's gonna be melty and gross, right? This is getting worse by the second.
Yeah, I think I'm liking this Pokemon less now.
Okay. Where am I looking? I'm looking around Stuffle kind of range. Stuffle's another weird memey one.
And without the Pokedex entry, this Mon's just
yeah.
kind of bland. But
It's
that
pretty
Pokedex entry,
unspectacular.
such a meme. Such meme ability.
I want fan art. Somebody draw fan art of Darumaka poop heater. I don't know. It's so disgusting.
Peter.
Your house is warm, but it smells like shit.
Do I want this thing above Bulbasaur?
I could go below Bulbasaur.
Oh.
That's it.
I mean, I don't think it's better than Ghastly.
It is better than Togepi, though.
Yeah, I do. I think it's better than Ghastly. I don't think Ghastly's that great though. He's just like an orb of gas. His evolutions are amazing, but
He talks about being able to be just disappeared by a strong gust of wind.
yeah, yeah, that was one of his Pokedex entries.
Orb of Gas. Poop Monster.
Poop monster.
Poop monster.
Okay.
Fire poop monster.
You don't
If you
have to
pick up one
twist
of those
it.
things as soon as it gets dropped, dude, that's like a lava bomb. When he sleeps, he's 1100 degrees, so he's got to be hotter than that. Who wants to get hit by 1100 degrees of poop?
Not me. I want that in my pocket though. So we'll leave it up to you, JT, on Krogunk. Do you want him above or below Krogunk? That's the one we just ranked a minute ago.
I'll put him below Krogunk.
Okay.
I like Krogunk a little bit better than this dude.
And then poop monster.
All right,
Poop monster.
Darumaka 22.
There we go. Midfield, good showing for fire poop. How can you go wrong? Next up, interesting scientific draw here. We have Galarian Darmanitan, which is the regional evolved variant of Darumaka.
Yeah, and he's got a couple of forms here. His standard and his Zen form, which strangely his Zen form looks quite angry.
Yeah, rather upset at existence.
I'm gonna put this out there. Never once played with this little dude. Love him to death.
Yeah, what do you like about him?
Oh man, when we get into the realm of like fun Yeti-like doofus monsters, I'm always on board. This dude, he's got a little mustache. He's got a little bulb on, like, I know, like, it's like snowman-esque, but it's a little weird. Love it.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, I
weird
do like
snow
that
afro.
standard.
I like it. Do you think your love of doofy snowmans, did that start with Monsters, Inc.? Did you watch that movie? You Disney man?
Monsters Inc. Yeah,
Nice.
of course. Those were, like, they're always just fun, adorable monsters to me.
Yeah, and then his Zen mode is also really clever. It's like its actual face is on the bottom with like the really evil looking mouth, but then he's got this weird like sideways smile smirk thing.
And a little
on the top.
firehawk thing. I will say the arms though. The arms like
Yeah.
like he's gonna flap away. Yeah.
Gotta
They're like
keep a
his little wings. And I'm gonna.
Just gotta keep a little weirdness through the transition.
Do you think he could turn himself upside down and launch himself up with that rocket hair?
Nobody's
Ooh,
tried.
Interesting. Oh, you have any entries for this guy, Ryan?
Sword Zen mode. There's actually different for standard and Zen mode, different Pokedex entries. So Zen mode for Sword. Anger has reignited its atrophied flame sack. I mean, anytime we can say the word sack. This Pokemon spews fire everywhere as it rampages indiscriminately.
Sounds violent.
Shield for standard. Though it has a gentle disposition, it's also very strong. It will quickly freeze the snowball on its head before going for a headbutt.
Is it not already frozen?
I guess it's just snow.
Isn't? Never mind.
It's a snow fro.
We won't talk about the weather meta in Pokemon.
Oh. Sword for standard mode. It stashes food in the snowball in its head.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Keeping snacks up there.
Mm-hmm. And they're refrigerated.
And they're refrigerated.
Oh my god. This is amazing.
Do you think he's a walking slushy machine? Like, do you think the snacks he keeps up there is just the flavoring for snow? Or tropical freezes?
It should be.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like exactly what I want right now. I'm getting on Uber Eats. No, I'm kidding. So let's look at the list here. Man, going. I'd definitely above his like unevolved form. Flame Poop's great, and all, but this guy's got a lot going for him.
Yeah. I was looking around Morpeko, 13.
Yeah, Morpeko kind of similar.
I'd even put it above whatever the Oricorio is.
I was also looking at that. Oricorio's like a dancing bird with 4 different forms.
Yep, Snow Yeti. Free tropical freezes. Think about it. I don't think he's as cool as Surfetch, though. That's where I'll put my foot down.
Definitely not. I think I like Glaceon more as well, and Talonflame. I could go above Reshiram. Reshiram's okay.
I could also go above Reshiram.
He's got a jet butt. That's pretty much what he's got going for him. That's cool about Reshiram.
Yeah, no food in his head.
Yeah, and this guy might be able to turn on his head and turn his head into a jet butt. We don't know.
Yeah. We haven't performed the tests yet.
Alright, so Galarian Darmanitan number 10.
Great showing for Galarian Darmanitan.
Oh, is this... this is definitely one of the... Like, it has an original form that is fire, right?
Yeah.
Got it. That makes sense now. I was looking at the other Pokedex entries, I'm like, it can burn up to 2,500 degrees. What?
Yeah, that's the evolved form of the fire poop.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
This is evolved form fire poop?
Yeah.
Well, it's the Galarian version, though. So it's the evolution of the Galarian version of fire poop. Right.
I have so many questions, guys. How do I go from getting fire poop to snowman?
You move to England.
Yes, that's accurate.
Step 1.
But
I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But we don't have to move to England for our next Pokemon, as we'll be ranking Quillfish. Yeah, I'm with you.
He's
it's
another
a pufferfish, guys.
He's another lame little fishy, you know.
With some angry lips and eyes.
Not only that, but it doesn't evolve. So
yeah, he desperately needs an evolution.
We're just here with angry puffer lips.
I'm always a fan of specific Pokedex entries, and this is in Gold, Stadium 2, Leaf Green, Heart Gold, X, and X. To fire its poison spikes, it must inflate its body by drinking over 2.6 gallons of water at once.
Over 2.6 gallons. I could do it.
Cool party trick.
If you can do it, Chris, you can shoot poison spikes. You don't know, you haven't tried.
Oh my god. I know what I'm doing at work tomorrow. Yeah, this is like...
Its round form makes it a poor swimmer. Come on, dude, you're a fish.
Oh, no. Wait, now he's worse than Seaking. I was going to say better than Seaking, but he can't even swim? He has no feet and he can't swim?
So he's a poor swimmer. That's in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black and White 2.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Quillfish.
It's round 4, makes it a poor swimmer.
Man, I'd go below Rattata.
I'm gonna just say it below Jinx.
We can't go below Blackface Jinx. No.
Whoa,
no,
whoa, whoa,
no,
whoa!
No.
They re-edited Jinx.
Yeah, they did
Are we not
eventually,
taking
but.
that into consideration? The Cardi B of or the Nicki Minaj of Pokemon?
This is the first defense we've heard for Jinx.
Yeah, most people are pretty on board with Jinx being just trash. Because I mean, even ignoring like the fact that it was blackface in the first gen, pretty clearly.
Okay, I'm not gonna ever discount that because it's unacceptable. I 100% agree with you.
Yes, but even if you don't pay attention to that, like, it's still not a great Pokemon. It's like, it seems like it's also potentially making fun of dressing in drag, because it's like it looks like it's like a weird purple slime thing that just, like, has a wig on and makeup and stuff. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know what it is.
Okay, here's my take as 7-year-old Jay.
Which you are today.
Yeah. In the original game, I think it was in the Center City, you do the whole Poké Doll, you give it to the girl, and she gives you whatever, copycat or something. Like, there's some storyline that you give a Poké Doll to a girl and you get copycat or something.
Yeah.
And in my head, Jinx was the worst type of, like, to me, it was like Ditto trying to dress like a human being. So it was a Pokemon trying to pass off as a human, but, like, this is what we get. Because that was the whole point, you know? That was how I took it. So I definitely agree with you. It looks like it's supposed to be, like, well, dressing up as something else. But I don't think, like, my whole take wasn't that it wasn't ill-intended. It was just what happens when Pokemon try to cosplay as humans.
That's fair.
And then we're not going to talk about Ditto and the eye thing. Like, that's a whole other situation that we have to talk about. Like, I just really enjoyed her or the Pokemon because in the next gen it was one of the few that got a baby Pokemon attached to it. So I thought that was actually really cool.
Okay, I mean,
but we can go above Jinx. That's fine.
Okay. I would feel bad putting Jinx anywhere but the bottom, personally. But Quillfish is freaking terrible. Let's be real. Okay, Quillfish is the new number 45. A fish that cannot swim or walk.
Yeah. Drinks a lot of water though. Hydro homie. Only good thing to be said about him.
Hydro homie.
Next up, Gigantamax Butterfree.
This thing is beautiful.
What a design. So pretty. I mean, there's the Pokedex entries, Butterfree, you know.
Yeah, Gigantamaxes didn't get their own, like, entries in the Pokedex or anything. But they look significantly different, which is why we're ranking them separately. But just a really, like, the wings are enormous. Anything with enormous wings, Mothra, fucking cool.
Yeah. This is like Pokemon Mothra.
Yeah. Take that, Venomon.
Didn't get a Gigantamax, doesn't count. Yeah, I like this design a lot. I mean, we all like Butterfree. Butterfree's a nice Pokemon to have around. Great for catching other Mons. All the status effects it can inflict. But Gigantamax just looks so good. I'm looking around Oricorio.
Yeah. I think that seems good. I would go right above, probably, Oricorio.
Okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Between Reshiram and Oricorio.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Easiest ranking of our lives.
Yeah.
Number 12, Gigantamax Butterfree.
Great showing for Butterfree. Well, Gigantamax Butterfree. Next up, a much smaller bug type. So Waddle. Who is just a little baby bug. He's pretty cute. He's got a little mouth. Yum, 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 yum. He wants to nibble on stuff.
He's got some fun Pokédex entries, right?
Yeah, let's see. So Pokemon Black, Levani, which is the evolved form, the fully evolved form. Is there a middle stage? The fully evolved form for sure. Dress it in clothes they made for it when it hatched. It hides its head in its hood while it's sleeping. White, this Pokemon makes clothes for itself. It chews up leaves and then sews them with sticky thread extruded from its mouth. So, you know, all those leaves, that it's aware of its nudity.
Yeah, that's the thing that I like about this Pokemon is like, before hearing those Pokedex entries, I always thought, this just is the Pokemon, but the Pokemon's just a little yellow worm in there with the weird butt hair, butt chin hair. But he should make the hood come a little further over that. But
Yeah,
the fact that he makes his own clothes is very fun. It's a fun idea.
and the name is Swaddling, since he swaddles himself. Maybe. That all said, it's still just a little bug.
Yeah, I think we're probably comparing him to Blipbug, at least to start here.
Yeah.
I like Blipbug more. I like the nerdy little bug.
Yeah, I like Blipbug's design more.
Okay, legendary dog Terrakion, is he above that?
I'm gonna say above Fletchender.
Yeah, I think that's fair. We have Talonflame like way at the top. Fletchender can go down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ooh, Terrakion looks pretty dope though.
I'm also fine with below. Yeah, below a Terrakion. I think that's where we're agreeing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So Waddle, new number 32 out of 48 we're at right now.
Next up on the list, we have Cobalion, which is another one of the roaming hooved creatures.
Yeah, they're not dogs.
Yeah, the roaming pod creatures were in Gen 2. These were Gen 5. But there's a lot of contention between whether those are dogs or cats. We will get to it when we rank them. I have thoughts, but we can all agree that they are pod creatures.
Sure. I've never seen this thing in the game. I don't think I ever saw any of these like roaming hooved creatures in the game. But he has a fun design. He's got like that little mustache that's usually used in cartoons for like, I don't know, stuck up French dudes, I guess.
Yeah. Or suave Italian guys.
Or the villain.
The villain,
Yeah.
yes, that's it.
That's that too.
The
Yeah,
villain in a Deadly Do Right.
I've used and caught most of these. You had to go on a hunt for these guys. They weren't roaming in the same way, even though they kind of fill that role. You had to like go and hunt them out.
Well, with like a shotgun.
So this was Gen 5?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
which is probably my second most played generation. I know Gen 5 quite a bit. Wow. So all of Gen 6, so XY, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire, all start with, it has a body and heart of steel.
Heart of
and
steel.
either, yeah, I don't know how it pumps fluid through to get, I don't know. I don't know Pokemon, and I'm not a Pokemon veterinarian. Its glare is sufficient to make even an unruly Pokemon obey it, and it works with its allies to punish people when they hurt Pokemon, are like the way that either of those would end, depending on X or Y.
Oh. So this guy's steel and what type?
Steel and fighting.
Oh, I do like that. I think all of these dogs are all not dogs. All these hooved things were fighting, right? Fighting in something.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because Terrakion was fighting in rock.
So that's points in their favor. I mean, rock type sucks, but this guy, steel type's good. He is weak against himself, which is always like an instant weird negative for me. Just a little nitpick. He could like beat himself with his paw and he'd die.
Don't let this
Just
Pokemon
hoof.
get confused. That's the lesson.
So I just looked at the other legendary hooved creatures from this generation. And I will say that I like the design of this guy the best. And what happened to Keldeo and why did his designer hate it?
Y'all at home can look up Keldeo. We'll rank him eventually, but he's definitely better than Terrakion. So we're gonna go above that.
I agree.
I'm looking further up and further up and further up. Put him above Croconaw.
I would agree.
Yeah, I like Puppy Rockruff a little bit more, but yeah, that's a good spot for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Excellent.
Below Rockruff, above. Yeah.
New number 19, Cobalion?
Balian, pretty sure. The Japanese is Kobalan.
Cobalion.
Just drop the I. Yeah, that's the only
Heart
one.
of Steel.
But we're done with Cobalion. We've ranked them. Next, Corvonite. Ah,
Yes, this is a great Pokemon.
love me some Corvonite. For the first time in I've played every Pokemon mainline entry. First time in all my years, I dumped my starter in Gen 8 and replaced it with a Corviknight.
Wow.
I adore this Pokemon.
You could have used both. I don't know if you knew that. You don't have to only pick one Pokemon.
Trash. Rillaboom, get out of my party.
Yeah, he's just amazing. He's steel and flying, or it's steel and flying, I should say. Like got a little bit of like the fluffy mane on his neck, a little bit of a neck beard, which I'm a fan of, being a neck beard most of my life. But mostly steel and just a badass. And you see them like everywhere. He was one of the first Pokemon they showed in the game, and you see them like I think they're the taxi service in this game or something, right?
Yep, yeah, the Pokemon Shield entry. With their great intellect and flying skills, these Pokemon successfully act as the Galar region's airborne taxi service.
Yeah, so they're in every freaking town.
Sword, this Pokemon reigns supreme in the skies of the Galar region. The black luster of its steel body could drive terror into the heart of any foe.
Now, that's a weird thing to pick as your taxi, but...
I was about to say. Although, to be fair, he does look like a taxi driver. He looks like he rolled right out of bed. His fur is a little unkempt.
Yeah.
He's got red eyes. He's not happy. He hasn't had his coffee yet this morning.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, I see it.
He's
he
great.
He forgot to take the tips off of his talons. They're like they're from his sleeping. They're supposed to keep his talons.
I like that. I mean, this is one of my favorite bird Pokemon. Not quite my favorite, but it's really high up there. I'm looking really high.
I'm also looking pretty dang high.
I'm looking like Zorua, Articuno kind of territory. I honestly, I would probably go number one personally.
Oh man,
I could go number one.
I'll go above Zorua for sure.
Okay, yeah, you were arguing quite passionately on a stream the other day for Articuno. I know you're passionate.
Here's the other thing. I don't think I'm a huge fan of Gengar to begin with, so Mega Gengar will probably always be like those types, but
okay.
I would at least put it below Mega Gengar. But I can be convinced.
I mean,
do we want it above Gengar?
Seeding Articuno is enough for me. I'll take number 3.
Okay.
Where are you feeling though, Ryan?
I think Gigantamax Corviknight has a real chance to dethrone Mega Gengar.
Oh, fair.
As that feels a little more on par, but Corviknight, I think I could go for a number 3 with Corviknight. Be very happy.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, this Pokemon. If you haven't used a Corviknight, what are you doing with your life? If you've played Sword and Shield,
yeah. If you've played the game, if you haven't played the game, totally fair. It's too many games.
Yeah, there's a lot of games. We get it. All right, Corviknight, our lovely number 3, fantastic showing. Next up, another very strong contender, Swampert. My always starter in Gen 3.
Yeah, Mudkip is always my starter because I love Mudkip. What's his name? Marshtomp is okay. Marshmallow Tomp. Honestly, I've never really liked the design on Swampert. He just gets real ugly all of a sudden. Which I mean is pretty par for the course for a lot of the starters, but I don't even think he looks like ugly but cool. I just kind of think he looks derpy. Personally,
Yeah, I'm not sure what his black little flaps are.
See, I like Swampert from the front. Yeah, the weird fins. From the back, he's with the giant fin from the rear. Like, that's a sight.
Yeah, his eyes are like set into his head fins too.
Yeah.
It's an odd one. I want to be clear, Mudkip we love, okay? Mudkip will rank high. Nobody kill us. But yeah, I don't super love this guy.
Aesthetically, no, but a powerhouse.
Oh yeah, and I think he's like still one of the very, very few Pokemon that learns Muddy Water, which is always a good move. It's basically Surf, but it also lowers accuracy. Busted.
Mm-hmm. Omega Ruby Swampert is very strong. It has enough power to easily drag a boulder weighing more than a ton. This Pokemon also has powerful vision that lets it see even in murky water. Black and White 2. It can swim while towing a large ship. It bashes down foes with a swing of its thick arms.
So this guy's like swimming through the swamps, beating the shit out of alligators, right? Or crocodiles, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Heart Gold Soul Silver, its arms are hard as rock. With one swing, it can break a boulder into pieces.
The ultimate Rock Breaker. But Rock Break's a terrible move, so that's not really a point in his favor. It's a terrible HM that they made us use for way too long.
Yeah. Yeah. This isn't the TM-HM ranking show.
Hey, you described him as Mr. Rockbreaker. Also, Mr. Boulder Dragger. He's just an HM machine. He's strength. He's rock break. He's surf. Oh my god.
Well, he needs surf and dive for that gen.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Yeah, so no room for muddy water.
Yeah, this thing that sucks. You have to have two water types. Otherwise, you're running surf and muddy water. That's too much. Unnecessary.
But you haven't started on Gen 3, JT, for your living decks?
I have not started Gen 3 yet. But when that generation came out, I always remember liking Trico.
Oh, nice.
Because I went, Gen 1 was Squirtle, Gen 2 was Totodile, and then Gen 3, I was like, grass? Maybe? Maybe we're good this time? And we weren't, but it's fine.
Yeah. I'm a Chikorita man for that gen specific. Well, I mean, I'm a Mudkip man, but in terms of Final Evolution, Torchic's got the best one, I think. So it's comparing him to another water starter we have on our list, Croconaw. I think he's worse than Croconaw.
Yeah, I like Croconaw's goofiness with the caveman look
thing.
Pattern toga tunic in it. Yeah. But I like him more than Galarian Zigzagoon.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Maybe not design wise, but as a Pokemon. Like using Swampert. I like the experience of using Swampert more. Enough to outweigh how much I like Galarian Zigzagoon design.
Okay. I can agree with that. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright,
Swampert, right, like almost smack dab in the middle. A little higher than the middle. Number 22.
Oh my god, we're in the 50s already. Well, down at the bottom of the list.
We're almost done.
Next up, another fish Pokemon. There are so many of these. This one, not one of the great ones, Remoraid.
The most interesting thing about these is that they like cling to Manatee. I can't remember the name of it. Mantine? Is that the name?
Mantine. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like all the pictures of Mantine. It has two of these guys like clinging under him.
Interesting. So you need the Remoraid in your party to get the Mantine, leveling up from a Mantike. But you still get to keep the Remoraid. It continues to be a separate Pokemon.
Yeah. Remoraid is dope.
Oh.
Really?
No.
Oh.
But it evolves into artillery. So it serves a purpose.
That's fair. That's dope in the way that like Magikarp is like you get Gyarados, but we're ranking Remoraid, not artillery.
I was just gonna say, because Tentacruel and Tentacool were such a weird design in Gen 1, I was like, alright Gen 2, what do you got for an octopus Pokemon? And then in walks Octillery, but it is very confusing because it evolves from a fish-like Pokemon. So
Yeah.
Yeah, very strange evolution. Ruby and Sapphire. Remoraid sucks in water, then expels it at high velocity using its abdominal muscles to shoot down flying prey. When evolution draws near, this Pokemon travels downstream from rivers to go turn into an octopus.
Yeah, they gotta hide under a rock. They can't have anybody seeing how that's going down.
Gold. It has superb accuracy. The water it shoots out can strike even moving prey from more than 300 feet.
I wonder how fast this spray is.
That's a football field.
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
pretty good for that little fish.
It's alright. It's alright.
I mean, contextually, right? Like, if that was Blastoise's, we'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but he's got water cannons, like...
Right, yeah. So, in context, that's pretty cool.
But...
Yeah, I'm still looking down near other, like, just kind of generic fish. I think he's better than those generic fish, Seaking and Quillfish, for sure. Way better than Quillfish. Quillfish, what are you doing?
What do we think about compared to Luminion, another
Ooh.
generic fish?
I think that's a better comparison. I think this one has more interesting, like, entries. Luminion's just kind of a pretty generic fish. Like, a kind of pretty fish. It's got a decent look to it, but... I don't know, I'd be okay with going above it, but I think I like Watchog and Kadabra and Celio and Scolipede. I like all those more than Remoraid still. I don't know. What happened with Luminion? What did we do? What is this list? Throw it away.
We lost our minds.
I'm gonna say above Celio. No, below
okay with
Celio.
that.
Well, above...
I'm okay with that. I bet it's better than the Centipede.
Yeah.
In my mind. No one likes centipedes.
I
How'd
could go
Scolipede
either
get
way.
that high up the list?
He's not very high. I don't know if you see what's below him.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so are we going below Celio or above Celio? You choose JT. I'm fine with either.
I'll say below Celio.
All right.
Scolipede? Scolipede?
Mhm.
Can go
Scoliosis peed.
I almost said it.
I've thought it so many times. It's well, I mean, even in the sprite, like it's all curved back and forth.
Yeah.
All right, Remoraid,
all right.
number 42.
Done. Next up, I was thinking of a different Pokemon when I read this Pokemon name earlier.
Really?
As soon as I see the sprite, Pyroar. Yeah, I know what this is still, no problem. But yeah, my brain went to something else for some reason.
Yeah, this is one with a unique male and female sprite, which is always interesting.
Significantly more female in the gender ratio, 12.5% male, 87.5% female.
As lions are wont to do.
Yep, 'cause this is just a fire lion.
Yeah,
It's a simple but great design.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's not. There's not a lot to its design. It is just a lion. It's got like the different colors of fur that stand out, and then obviously, of course, either the fire, fire hair or fire mane. That looks like Jesse's hair from Team Rocket on the lion.
Yes.
Okay. Both Y and Alpha Sapphire have, with fiery breath of more than 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, eat your heart out, Darmanitan. They viciously threaten any challenger. The females protect the pride's cubs.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that they're cool and they're powerful. It's just in terms of inspired Pokemon designs, they are way down there. They're like, even the lore of them is just like, well, they're lions. There's more females. The females defend the cubs.
So let's talk about another, like, very plainly ripped Tauros.
I think it's better than Tauros. He and
I think it's better than
For
Tauros
sure.
as well. Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna put it above Remoraid.
Okay, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I'd go above Celio.
You would.
I would.
Yeah.
Celio is also just a seal.
Yeah.
With a mustache.
That's fair. That's fair. The mustache.
Also,
true, that's
how
true.
did that pass QA? They're like, okay, we want a seal Pokemon. Okay, sir, we already have that. It's called Seal. Yeah, but I want a new one. Okay, Celio. Perfect.
It explains feel.
Spheel's
Its
amazing.
first form.
Don't talk shit about Spheal. I'm looking at 41, right above Celio. Personally.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Let's do it. Pyroar, new number 41. Sorry, bud, you should be more original. Just saying.
Yeah,
Watchog is
But-
pretty cute.
Yeah, he is.
it's fine. Next up, something not very cute, Swalot, which has a
Yeah.
very different Japanese name, Maranum.
Marunum.
Maranum, yeah. This is a strictly poison type from, well, Gen 3 originally. It's been seen a lot.
Yeah. It's like, it's a Muck 2.0, right?
Yeah, it's Muck revisited.
Muck with a mustache.
Yeah, Muck with a mustache. This Jen, Hoenn, all about the mustaches.
It's a good look.
Agreed.
I think the design is more interesting than Muck, but I don't think I like it more than Muck. We don't have Muck on the list anyway, but just comparing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think this was the first gen to have like Swallow and God, was it Stockpile, Swallow, and Spit Up, and that was like this Pokemon's big thing, along with a couple others that gen. And that whole moveset sucks. It takes up 3/4 of your moveset to do nothing. It's so terrible.
Yeah, I think Fire Red and Leaf Green here exemplify this Pokemon in 2 sentences. It can swallow a tire whole in 1 gulp. It secretes a horribly toxic fluid from the pores on its body.
Man, they really should have utilized him in the movie Rubber.
Yeah.
I'll head out. I'll see you guys.
I think it was a few gens later before they finally got like the weird trash Pokemon right with Garbodor, who is also just bizarre and weird, but I think he's kind of endearing compared to this. This
Yeah.
is just
It's a trash Pokemon in a good way.
yeah. God, I'd go like
I'm
below
looking-
Togedemaru.
All right, yeah, I'm fine with that. I was about to give him more headroom than that. I don't like him that much. I forgot we had lists down there. It's gonna be so much fun when we're scrolling through 800 Pokemon.
Oh yeah, where does this compare to? I don't know. That's what it's going to be all about. Is what can we compare this to get it on this list?
Yeah.
You have any strong feelings, JT?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna agree though that whatever this little electric mouse that isn't Pikachu.
Yes, there's one every generation.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you.
Okay. Swalot's new number 49. Not great.
Sounds about right. Yeah, not great. Next up, much stronger showing
Yes.
from Manectric.
This for me was best
this
boy
is the other
for a long
dog.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a
Straight
spiky
electric.
boy. You can't love on him. You'll hurt yourself. But
I
what do you
mean,
got?
in Ruby alone, Manectric is constantly discharging electricity from its mane. So you definitely don't want to get close to that. The sparks ignite forest fires sometimes.
Oh Jesus!
When
Wow.
it enters battle, this Pokemon creates thunderclouds.
So these guys live in California. Yeah, I mean, this guy's been. He was my favorite, like one of my favorite dogs, probably my favorite dog for a long time. But he's been dethroned by Boltund, who is essentially Manectric 2.0, because he's electric again on a big electric dog. So I'm not as attached to this guy, but I did use him a lot in Hoenn. He's got a cool design, and he's very powerful.
I've dabbled. I think the design's okay. I like Mega Manectric a lot. I can't wait till we get to talk about that one.
On the
What's
list,
the stats look like?
he's very fast.
475. Yeah, 105 speed, 105 special attack. I mean, it's not the most hard-hitting thing, but that's decent. That's, I mean, for like a good playthrough, you know, not like, you know, competitive gets min-maxy to hell real quick.
Yeah, but even then,
But,
when that gen came out, he was probably, you know, OU, if you're familiar with the tier listing stuff. Just being fast and having one high stat can put you in OU really quickly. Overused, for those unfamiliar.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Where are we looking on the list, though?
Okay, let's look at another dog. We've got Rockruff.
Below Rockruff.
Below Rockruff.
Below Rockruff.
Okay.
I would say above Terrakion. So we got kind
Really,
of a
that
range
low?
there. Well, no, the range. I'm bringing it down to a range. Above Terrakion, but below Rockruff. What were you gonna say, JT?
I was looking around Stuffle.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I think I was gonna say above Stuffle.
Okay, I like that. Above Stuffle, below Galarian Zigzagoon, we have Manectric.
A decent showing.
Yeah.
At number 24. Next up, Baggin.
I'm so glad you just said that like that, because I've always said Baggin, and I just realized how stupid that is.
and since I got the list last week, I've been saying Baggin. So
yeah, it's a dragon. It's Baggin. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Bilbo Baggins.
Yeah, basically, he's the littlest form. I like the Japanese name a lot more. Tatsube.
Tatsube.
Yeah, I like that one a lot more, actually.
Yeah, I've used Salamence a couple times, but you have to catch this guy really late and train him really hard if you want to use him in like a regular playthrough, non-competitive. I was pretty big into the competitive scene in like Gen 4 though, so I did use one at one point in competitive. Very, very strong. Obviously, all of those like last form dragons, at least through Gen 4, were really strong. I don't know that they're all really strong anymore. I haven't kept up with professional Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, they were always hard hitters back in the day. This Pokemon, for what it's worth, has the longest Pokedex entry I've seen so far. It takes up 3 lines on Bulbapedia. It's the first one to take up a 3rd line. This is in Sapphire and Alpha Sapphire. Baggin harbors a never-ending dream of one day soaring high among the clouds. As if trying to dispel its frustration over its inability to fly, this Pokemon slams its head hard against huge rocks and shatters them into pebbles.
And one day that little guy grows up and he lives his dreams, and that's beautiful.
So
I like
do
that design
Pokemon
so much
naturally evolve? Because that would be a depressing life.
That's a good question, because there are no wild Salamences. There are wild, whatever the second one was called.
Shelgon.
Shelgon. Shelgin. Come on, he's a dragon.
Shelgon, you're right.
Because if all this
Bazinga.
dude is doing is hitting his head on stones all day, because, man, I can't fly.
How much XP does a rock give?
It depends. Was it accidentally a Geodude?
These are the questions we need answers to.
Hard hitting.
Even for being a first design, I like this little guy a lot.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah,
He's got
like,
spunk.
Yeah, he's got spunk, and his weird hard head thing that he breaks rocks with looks like an old gangster hairdo, slicked back. Yeah, I like him. I'm going on the list. Just because of the attitude, I compare him to like Pangoro, and I think I'd put him just like a little below that, probably below Rockruff too. Rockruff's a hard hitter, contender.
Yeah.
I'd go above Balian, personally.
Yeah, I could see a number 20 for Baggin.
Let's do it.
Perfect.
Number 20, Baggin. Bilbo.
All right. Next up, man, this Pokemon's always made me feel weird. Tangela.
I don't know if he's being ironic, but Ben Hansen always says this is his favorite Pokemon.
Everyone has a favorite, man. You're allowed to have whatever favorite Pokemon you
It's
want.
acceptable, I suppose. I don't know.
Japanese Manjara.
I'm glad he finally got an evolution eventually, even though his evolution kind of sucks because it's still so slow. He's just
So, Cousin It the Pokemon.
I mean, yeah. Just with more grass.
Yeah, he's vines with eyes and feet.
Yeah, Pokemon Emerald, its vines snap off easily and painlessly if they are grabbed, allowing it to make a quick getaway. The lost vines are replaced by new growth every day. So this Pokemon's designed around getting away painlessly, but its speed stat's only 60. So...
Also, I should mention, because Hansen talks about this Pokemon so much, he always says Tangela. Ben Hansen, host of Min-Max, if you haven't heard of him. He always says Tangela, and I don't know what's correct, but I trust Hansen because it's his favorite Pokemon.
I've always said Tangela because it's a tangle.
I've also always said that.
You should call it Tangela, though.
Tangelica. Totally Tangelica.
Tangela.
All right, so Tangela here.
Tangela.
Tangela.
I don't know. For me, like, it's always been in that Jinx tier. Obviously, it's not as blatantly racist. But it's always been that Jinx tier of, like, I don't really like this thing. I don't really want to use it. Single evolutions in the first gen in general, I didn't particularly like.
Yeah.
And he came so late in Gen 1, too. He was just so weird. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I'd put him right above Jinx.
I like that. Where was he in Gen 1? Was he in Safari Zone?
No, he was in... Oh, wait. Hold on,
Can't
let me
remember if
check.
I've seen him again.
I don't know. Anyways.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Next up, ooh, we spoke of the first evolution of this mon earlier, Sceptile.
Yeah, this one's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool design. One of the coolest looking grass starters, I think, overall.
Yeah, he's up there.
Mm-hmm.
This UI is definitely better, but
Yeah, that's true.
I can't disagree with that.
yeah, looking at his picture, I kind of wish his like little claws on his feet were a different color. It looks kind of weird, just all being green.
Mm-hmm. Could have been yellow, like the little nodules on his back.
Yeah. I think it would have looked a little better.
Yeah.
And we all know that I'm a better artist than everybody at the Pokemon Company, clearly.
Clearly. Yeah. Training for years. Ruby has an interesting dex entry. The leaves growing on Sceptile's body are very sharp-edged. This Pokemon is very agile. It leaps all over the branches of trees and jumps on its foe from above or behind, so it has, like, leaf swords. So those the front leaves coming off its forearm are like Batman. This is like Batman the grass Pokemon.
That's pretty cool. Not
Love
gonna
it.
lie. I don't know. Where are you guys feeling on the list? I'm not much of a grass starter guy, I'll be honest. So I don't have big opinions on him in terms of usefulness.
Grass are my I only have one generation where grass is my preferred starter, and it's not this one.
So
Sorry to
above
say.
Bulbasaur?
I was looking around Servine, actually, though. I have used one of these. It's a good Pokemon to make a run through.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Comparing to
Yeah.
Servine, I would put him above Servine. I don't know that I put him above... Or wait, Servine's the second evolution, right? I don't know that I put him above Superior. Isn't that the last evolution?
Yeah, I like Superior more than Sceptile.
By the way, here's my drawing for everybody to see. I'll show you guys too, because you're on a different camera. Hire me, Pokemon Company.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Yeah, I'd be okay with Sceptile new number 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just below Oricorio.
Let's do it.
All right. Perfect. Next up, solid pick here with Mudkip.
Mudkip. I forgot he was in
mean,
this list. Beautiful.
Fan favorite. Like, is this guy not just adorable?
He was one of the earliest memes. Ican has Mudkip. Wasn't that it? I don't know. Something with Mudkip.
Yeah. Hey, look at the guy. It's so cute.
He's adorable. Undoubtedly the most adorable of those first evolutions. In that gen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I heard you like Mudkips. That's right. That's the meme. You guys remember that? Everywhere?
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
And Icon has Chesburger. Sharing memes.
Yeah, early meme, man. That's strong. He's a little sad in this picture, which I kind of like. I love Sobble. Sobble's very sad. He's a very sad little boy. Usually he's pretty happy, though. I don't know why this picture is so sad. Who grabbed these pictures?
You did, Chris.
Outed.
Interesting Pokedex entries. Everything from in Ruby, the fin on Mudkip's head acts as highly sensitive radar. Using this fin to sense movements of water and air, this Pokemon can determine what is taking place around it without using its eyes. Heart Gold Soul Silver. Its power can crush boulders. It rests by covering itself with mud at the bottom of a river.
Ooh. Kind of cool.
So, even pretty strong in first form.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you think,
I'm
JT?
definitely looking high. What do you? Let's get JT's thoughts though.
Yeah, Mudkip. Interesting Pokemon. Little Froggo. I'm gonna say I still like Surf Fetched a bit more, but I will
Okay.
I will for me personally I'll put him above Glaceon.
That's exactly where I was looking, JT. Reading my mind, man.
I'm actually really happy with that.
Let's do it. Mudkip,
Yeah.
new number 8. Between Surfetched and Glaceon.
Perfect. Next up, and the last chosen by us Pokemon of the evening. We'll get to that in a minute. Gigantamax Melmetal.
This thing's weird.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the non-Gigantamax design a little more.
Yeah, that one's got...
Really?
That one doesn't have the weird
Yeah.
skinny, elongated leg thing going on.
Oh man,
It's very
I
alien.
love this design.
Yeah?
Sweet. Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us why. Defend.
Oh, he looks like the villain in a Marvel movie. Like he's got the caged head, and for me personally, the Melmetal, not the Gigantamax, the nut as just looks a little weird inside of his body, the bolt nut thing. And here, I think it looks like it's supposed to be there. It's a part of him.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a like a Power Rangers,
Yeah.
like a Zord.
Yeah.
Is that what those are called when they all combine together? I'm not a Power Ranger,
Megazords?
but yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I think
He's
cool.
got little clouds around him.
Well, that's
again,
all the Gigantamax.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Gigantamax have little clouds, but they change where
haven't
they
played
are,
third
like
gen.
positionally. Like what's his name? God, you know what? Never mind. Screw it all. No, like Butterfree had them, but they were closer to her head, you know, like above her antennas. Whereas this is like a
okay.
little higher up.
I see them now. My bad.
No, you're good.
This thing
Okay.
technically doesn't have any entries, but we can just talk about metals in general.
Let's see, do we have anything fun? Oh no, wait! I do see Gigantamax Melmetal. In a distant land, there are legends about a Cyclopean giant. In fact, the giant was a Melmetal that was flooded with Gigantamax energy.
On
It can
board.
send electric beams striking out from the hole in its belly. The beam's tremendous energy can vaporize an opponent in one shot. All right, now I'm on board.
Okay, yeah, this guy totally fought the Power Rangers. Let's be real.
I think I saw that episode.
Yeah, I don't know. He's pretty cool. I think he sold me JT.
Yeah. Okay. So how about we compare to another Gigantamax compared to Butterfree?
I'd go below Butterfree. Butterfree's still MVP.
I mean, I'm gonna have to say below Butterfree because Butterfree's my dude.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But honestly, I could go above Oricorio, like right there, just below Gigantamax Butterfree.
I'll agree.
Yeah, I'm okay with
sure.
that. Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. And now, for a new last segment of the show that we haven't named, so don't ask. JT, you get to re-rank or bring a Pokemon on for us to rank. You have chosen to re-rank a Pokemon, I hear.
I have.
Who would you like to re-rank, sir?
We are going to do a re-rank of Kadabra.
All right.
We talked about him, was it last week, I believe? And Tyler just hated him. You and Tyler would not be friends. Don't talk to Tyler, JT. It was all him, I swear.
Well, why do
Don't
we
listen to
hate
the episode.
Kadabra? What's the hate brought upon him?
I think it was mostly that...
we always wanted to get Alakazam.
Yeah, it was mostly that Alakazam is cooler. And a lot of times you couldn't get Alakazam because you didn't have
that's
to
going
trade
to be
with.
my argument.
And in multiple Pokedex entries, it emits special alpha waves from its body that induce headaches just by being close by.
You don't want that.
I'd rather have that than whatever Hypno's doing.
That's fair.
We haven't ranked Hypno yet.
Yeah.
But fair.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. But we're aware of what Hypno does.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, so that's my point. Is that Kadabra is going to be is higher on my list than what? Where is it now? Where is he?
It's 45.
Number
right
45.
45. Yeah. I'm not saying number 1. I'm not even saying top 10. I'm just saying because I stared at Kadabra for so long. And the Sabrina episode of Pokemon was always one of my favorites. So just I have this deep with Abracadabra and Alakazam, all 3 of those, but mostly Kadabra because I fell into the world of not being able to trade. So Kadabra was my boy.
Yeah, I think that's
Now,
fair.
I would say that Alakazam is obviously the best of the Abras.
Yeah, the Abra line.
Abracadabra Alakazam.
Yeah, the magician line. But and also Alakazam doesn't need 2 spoons. I'm gonna say it right here, and it's already bent. So what's he doing? Like you can unbend your spoon, Alakazam. I don't know. Kadabra's eating cereal.
Yeah, no doubt Kadabra's a badass. Really the only argument against him, I mean, the fact that he causes headaches on that Pokedex entry is pretty obnoxious. I already get headaches. I could not have this thing anywhere near me. I already get headaches without him. But the fact that Alakazam is so much cooler. But where are you looking, JT, on this list? I already took him off of 45. We're re-ranking him.
I'm gonna say right above Stuffle.
Above Stuffle, below Manectric.
I'm okay with pushing Stuffle down the list. I think Chris knows this.
Stuffle's great, man. He freaking suffocates you.
He's a teddy bear that wants to beat children when he touches.
That's
when they get
amazing.
touched.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my
kids.
life. I'm buying one for every child I meet.
And then its evolution is just Pedo Bear, the Pokemon.
Whoa! 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 Oh, that's kind of true, actually. I never thought about it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
and not only that, but his name is Beware. Like we're already in conspiracy territory.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely supposed to be a bear that's scary, and he hugs you and you die. That's the whole point of him. It's like, he's so cute. Hug him. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But we're not even talking about him yet. He's going to be number 1.
No.
One might say it's the death of innocence that you're taking away.
That's deep. Hey, man, you should make a video essay about that. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. That does put him above Bulbasaur, too. I'm not a Bulbasaur fan, but I know there's Bulbasaur fans out there.
Now, if
I
I was
think-
mean, I would re-rank Bulbasaur and throw Bulby down to number, what, where are we? 59? Nope, throw him to 60. Just
Jesus.
cut it.
Okay, Kadabra number 29. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I am okay with that. Yeah.
Congratulations. man.
Dab.
Yeah, my B button broke. All right.
All right. And that's the end of the episode. JT, thanks so much for coming on, man.
I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah. Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Nope, just hanging out with you. Having a good time.
All right. Perfectly fine. Do we have anything to plug, Chris?
Yeah, we should plug for sure the Pokemon streams that you do every Tuesday.
That's right. Every Tuesday at 7. JT's been a guest a handful of times. Chris shows up as well, quite frequently. 7 Eastern, I play for at least a couple of hours. We're getting through every Pokemon generation piece by piece. We're still in yellow. This week, I made good progress. I didn't get any gyms done, but I made good progress. I took down, like, Team Rocket. I don't even remember what happened this week, guys. It was a long week.
we've got 2 gyms that we're ready to tackle. We just need to grind.
That's right.
It's time to grind,
Yeah.
baby. And every Wednesday we're celebrating the Pokemon 35th anniversary, right? Or is it 25th?
Pokemon's 25.
Okay, everything's
Zelda's
20.
35.
Everything's 25 this year except Zelda. We're also celebrating the Resident Evil 25th anniversary. Strange was released in the same year. By playing through every numbered entry in that series on Wednesdays at what time is that in Eastern? 9 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern.
What time?
6.
Yeah, 9 Eastern.
Yeah, and that's a good time. We're almost done with Resident Evil Remake. We have probably less than an hour left of that, so we'll probably be playing some of Remake and Remake 2 this Wednesday.
Oh, fun. And we're getting close. Well, we'll be recording part 2. Well, never mind. Outriders part 3.
Yeah, we're doing Outriders right now for our game exploration. Follow if you're listening to this, it's in the same feed or on the same YouTube channel, depending on where you are. Our game exploration podcast, basically game clubs. We break games into chunks. We talk about them in just exhaustive detail with the community. You can send in questions to spelunkerspodcast@gmail.com for that. Doing Outriders right now. We've got Resident Evil Village and Death Stranding coming up simultaneously. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah. Guess that's the first time we really talked about that project.
Yeah, we really should talk about it more. It's coming up very fast.
Yeah, geez. Yeah, life flies by. Well, thanks everyone for coming out. We'll be back next week with a new guest and 20 more Pokemon. Until next time, gotta rank 'em all.
Gotta rank 'em all, Pokemon.